Hey everyone, it's Joy here with another lawn fawn video, and today I created this fun little spring card using the Berry Special stamp and coordinating die. I'm actually going to start by cutting part of my sentiment. This is the Kohl's ABC's dies, and I am using the Fruit Salad 6x6 paper pack, and I want to spell out the word berry. To me, this is such a cute little tablecloth, and I thought it would be fun that the sentiment would be die cut out of that. So I'm going to tape that in place, run that through my die cut machine, and of course I have to die cut another R because we're spelling the word berry. I love to do a play off of some of the sentiments and adding a larger word like this as part of my sentiment. Then we have our cute images from the Berry Special stamp set, which I've stamped onto white cardstock with lawnfawn's jet black ink, and I'm doing some Copic coloring. So we have our little strawberry carton here. We've got a few groups of strawberries, a couple of bees. We have this cute little mouse who's eating one of the strawberries, a sign. We have a little jar of jam. To me, this just kind of felt like you're at this little strawberry patch and you also can have a little bit of a picnic. I just think it's so darling. So we have this large grouping of strawberries. I'm using some green, obviously, for the greenery. It has some little flowers, all of these beautiful strawberries that we are going to color a luscious red. I'm blending out my greens. I do like to usually use 3 colors of Copic markers when I'm coloring. All of the strawberries are going to be the same color, are 35, 37, and 39. I'm doing a little bit of pink for the flowers on the strawberry plant itself. For our sign, I'm just starting with a darker brown and flicking in from the outside edges to give it that wood grain look, and then going over it with a lighter brown and just kind of blending that out softly. I don't want to blend out all of the wood grain marks. For my jam, I'm going darker in the center and then lighter towards the edge with the same reds for the strawberries. I'll use a little bit of a light teal for the glass and then some darker teals, the same colors that I did for that strawberry carton for the little top part of our jam here. Turning out super cute. I love these little images. We're going to go kind of a dark gray brown on our mouse here. We'll do a little bit of pink in the ears. And then on his body, he's all cute. And then finish coloring the strawberries here. The bees, we did just a little bit of yellow. And then we're going to use the coordinating dies to die cut everything out. So I'm going to tape those in place with some low tack tape, and then I can run this through my die cut machine. I'm actually using some of the washi tape, and it holds it down nicely. You can see how all of these cute little die cuts just fit in place. And then we will have all of our images and we can start working on our background. Well, first let's work on our berry sentiment. I also die cut it twice from white cardstock. I like to give my die cut sentiments some dimension, and I like to do that by die cutting it multiple times. So I usually die cut it 3 times, which gives it a good amount of dimension, but you definitely could go more. It feels a little bit more like chipboard rather than just some cardstock. So I have my 2 layers of white, and then I can come in and add my top layer, which is from that cute fruit salad paper pack. And I can pop these guys right in place just using a little bit of liquid glue and kind of a little pick tool here to just pick it up and put it in place. But I think that sentiment turned out really super cute. Let's finish with our letter Y here. And that sentiment is done. I have die cut 2 pieces of grass from the Grassy Hillside borders. I am ink blending this with Mowed Lawn Distress Oxide ink. So this is our front piece. This piece back here is our back piece. I'll trim off that little extra piece of grass at the bottom because I don't need all of that. But I do want some grassy hills for all of our strawberries to be planted in. Then I have die cut a piece of white cardstock from using the Stitched Cloud backdrop. This is in the landscape. And I'm using Salty Ocean to lightly ink blend, and I love how the Stitched Clouds catch that ink a little bit darker. So now that that's done, I'm going to add some foam adhesive to the front piece of my grass, just at the bottom, because I'm going to tuck in the other grass right behind it. And then I can also tuck in other things. So I don't want to adhere it all the way with adhesive at the top because I do want to tuck things in. But now we have this cute background. I love how this is turning out. And I just used some tape runner on that back one. I did decide to do my sentiment next, and I'm going to cut this apart. It says you are special, but I want to cut the you are and special apart so we can put that on either side of the berry that we've already die cut. I did add foam adhesive, but I did take it off behind our big grouping of strawberries here. I did take that off and just adhered that down in the background without the foam adhesive. I felt like it looked better. We have our sign at the top, and I did stamp on there. It says pick your own, which is really cute in the black ink. And that's at the top of the hill. We're going to tuck that little package of strawberries in. We have our mouse who's eating a strawberry here in the back, and I'm trying to make some different height in the background so it brings your eyes up and towards the bottom. Our sentiment will be at the bottom, and then you have the bees flying up in the sky. So, you know, everything has a different dimension here. I'm starting with that center R, trying to make eyeballing it that it's in the center of the cardstock, and then I can add the rest of the letters on either side. And I'm just using the bottom of my card as where to make sure that it's straight, visually looking at the bottom of the card, because that is straight. So I don't really tend to use rulers. I just kind of eyeball things, but this was pretty easy. Let's get that bee in place. I think that's so cute. I love that it looks like a picnic tablecloth. Then I'm going to add some foam adhesive to our two other sentiments that says you are and special, and we can adhere that on either side of the word berry. And then we have this really big fun sentiment. Let's put that one down just a little bit lower. And then I can finish adhering the rest of my pieces. I've got my two little strawberries there. Our jar of strawberry jam is going to go next to that mouse. And then these two strawberries will go here. And then we have our bees that we're going to adhere at the top. And there is a cute little stamp in the Berry Special stamp set that has like the bee trail. So I'm going to stamp that with black ink using an acrylic block just on one of the bees. And they're just having a good old day, just flying around. Then this is adhered to a white A2 size card base, and we are done. And I think it's such a sweet, cute little scene with all of those strawberries. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by and watching. I hope that you enjoyed this project, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.